Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to model the head. We're going to start with the head. We'll get the head done and the hair. And as you can see in the previous videos, we have modeled everything, the chair and the desk and everything on it. And in this video, we're going to get the head done. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'd like to do is, I'm going to hide our stuff. Let's click on the chair, H to hide, the table, H, 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 and then click on everything and hide it. All right, everything that's now hidden. I want to start off with Shift A, and let's add a cube. Let's go to the front view, G to move. I'm going to adjust the opacity on this image. Go to the image property. And then let's adjust the opacity on this one so that it's not so bright and we can work comfortably. Let's also turn on X-ray mode. And so I'm going to size it S to scale, about the size of the head. And period to zoom in on it. Let's move it G to about the size of the head. And then actually G, it's a little off center, so I'm just going to center it with an image. And let's go ahead and put a modifier on it. I want to put a subdivision surface modifier so we can get that roundness. Also, what I'd like to do is crank up this to 2 so we can get it a little bit more smooth. S to size. And then I am going to move it up to where that head is. Maybe just a little bit bigger. G to about right there. I am going to apply the subdivision surface modifier. Hit apply so that we can go into the edit mode. I'm going to go to face mode, select all these bottom faces, the whole bottom of the face. I'm going to hit E to extrude, go down, and maybe to the bottom of the eyes. Hit E again to where the bottom of the nose is, and then E one more time, and then to the bottom where the chin is, right there. And so if you could see this, guys, this will be the nose, these two. These will be the eyes. 3, 4, but we're not gonna do regular eyes. We're just gonna do like a little button, but this is the eye area. And then the mouth will be probably these. Oops, I did select ones that were behind. Let's deselect these. There we go. One for the front view. And then, you know what? I'm just going to start with the mouth. I'm going to select all the mouth pieces and then I to inset. Just hit I and then move your mouse inward. Something like this. And then size it down. Size it down. And you can see the mouth forming right now. There we go. I want to go to the side view and I want to scale it in the Y. So hit SY. I want to scale it so that to flatten it just a little bit more. And then I'm going to go to vertex mode. I'm going to grab these two vertices and push them back a little. I just want to flatten that mouth. I don't mind the lip and the chin. I just want to flatten it here. So back to front view. And I want to do all of these and then move them down just to the middle so that these are the same size. And so right now I'm going to turn on symmetry right here in the X. So that means if I select this one, and this one, and then move them G, Z, X, the other one will go with it. And I'm just trying to center it from this to this to this. And there's the mouth. Or should I say the mouth area. Let's move this in a little bit. And let's move this one in a little bit more. Right to about there. Let's go to face mode. Grab this one, this one, this one, these, and then I to inset, S to scale in the X. I'm going to push them back a little bit, and then another inset. Go to the front view, hit I, right about there, and then push these back. 3, and then push them back like this, and then do an extrude back. E, and then hit Z, and then so push them back, just like that. You can see how that is. I'd like to do something here before it gets to be weird, and just spread these out a little bit. Push them down just to spread them back, and that's looking real good. Now, that's the mouth, and he's kind of he has a little bit of a smile. So I want to add another subdivision surface modifier, subdivision surface. And you can see that it's taking shape now. We've got a cute little mouth. Let's crank it up to 2. And then right click, shade smooth. And there we have it, guys. We have a mouth. If you want to see the actual shape, just toggle the X-ray view. And then you can see what it's looking like. And it's not bad. It's not bad. It's got a little kink right there, but I'm okay with it. Let's work on the nose. Let's go to the front view. Tab to go to edit mode. 3 to go to face mode. Select each face, but remember, be careful that you don't select something in the back here. I'm going to select this one. Make sure that they're both in the front. Go to front view, and then just hit I to inset these two right there. I am going to scale them this way, maybe just a little bit this way, and we'll see what we did here, because we are going to extrude them. I'm going to move them forward just a little bit, just to get a little bump right there, and then hit E to extrude out, and then just make them smaller. Scale. For front view, S to scale, and just make it smaller. And there we have a nose right there. Let's adjust it a little bit. Front view. Hit 1 for vertex mode. And I'm going to push these up. Just like that. And in fact, I'm going to push these down. Just like that. Just to round it off a little bit. Right there. Maybe a little bit more. Right there. All right, cool. We've got a mouth, we've got a nose, and then let's do the eyes. The eyes are easy. Let's get out of this edit mode. Shift A, and let's create a UV sphere. Boom, there it is. Here's my sphere. I'm going to move it, G. I am going to rotate it 90 degrees, so rotate in the X 90. Return. Size it to about the shape of the eye. Scale. And then I'm going to scale it this way and scale it this way till it fits the eye. Right about there. Obviously, this is 3D, so we're going to scale it this way also, make it flat. And then just push it forward to the front of the face. Go to the top view, because we have to rotate it. Let's hit R and rotate it. Hit move, and then let's push it back to where it sits right on the face. Front view, and I think we have it. There's the first eye. Let's continue with the ear. Shift A. Let's do another cube, and here's the cube. G to move, right about where the ear is, S to scale, period. We're going to scale it a little bit more, and then we're going to start modeling it. We're going to start scaling it. I want it the size of that ear. That's about the thickness of it. Right there. Go to the side view and then scale it in this way. That's about the shape of the ear. So I want to add some subdivisions. Go to tab mode and click and subdivide, and that's it. We're good. I want those subdivisions just like they are. Perfect. So what I'm going to do, go to face mode, select this face, this face, this face, and this face, and then make sure that they're all on top, and they're not. I want to get this one and not this one. So make sure that you check that they're all on top, and then inset eye, and we're going to start building that ear. And this is the little rim around that ear. Let's go to hit number 1 to go to vertex mode, and let's start shaping that ear. Let's start rounding it off on the top, just like that, round, and then rounding it off in the bottom. But I'm going to pull it down to start creating that earlobe right there. I want to do this a little bit less rounded, just like that, and then the back is a little bit more rounded like this. Remember, this is a cartoon, so we've got room to be creative. Here's the ear. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to push these 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure that they're the front ones. And then I'm going to push them in. E to extrude, inward, down, to get that cavity. And then scale. And then push it up. Extrude, E, push it up, and then scale, S. So we've got that inner part of the ear. And let's look at it. I'm going to tab out of this and then add a subdivision surface modifier. There it is. Right click and then shade smooth. And it's looking like an ear. We just need to continue modeling it a little bit. And so let's go to the side view, tab into edit mode. And if you want to not see the cage, you can click this little thing. It's on cage, boom, and you can manipulate the actual object. So I'm going to go to the side view, and I am going to select, let's go to vertex mode. I'm going to select these vertices and just push them up. Just push them up so that we can get that earlobe going. I'm going to press this one and then push them up. Press this one and then push it down, just for, again, that earlobe. Push this one over like that. And I'm just looking at the shape of the ear and figuring out what needs to go where. For example, this needs to go back further. Oh, these two, this one and this one, I need to push them down. Push them down. This is the front of the ear, and we don't need it to be this high. Just like that. Maybe even down further. Here, I'm going to push it back further. Push this one back. And do the same a little bit with these. That one and that one. Just push them down. The earlobe, on the other hand, we need that earlobe to pump out. So I'm going to push it out. And then if you want, we could push these up a little just to give it that a little crease. We could push these out a little like that. And then what I'd like to do is go to face mode, select that face, this face. I kind of have to move it to see which ones I'm trying to select. In other words, the back of the ear. Let's inset it, I, a little bit smaller than the ear, and then extrude it, E. Boom, out, and then do another one, E, like that. So we are going to rotate the ear. In fact, let's do that now. The ear is looking very good. Maybe we overdid it a little bit on the earlobe. We'll push it back up. Let's turn off X-ray so that we can see what's going on. And then let's do this. Top view. What I'd like to do is rotate and push that ear out like this. G. Kind of like that. Maybe I overdid it a little bit. There we go. And then from the front view, let's rotate it this way. Let's move it in a little bit there. So from the back, you see that it's pointing out, and from the front, you can see that it's leaning down. Maybe just a little bit more. Let's rotate this just a little bit more right there. And then let's push it down a little bit. I am going to hit tab and I'm going to go to vertex mode and X-ray mode. And I'm going to push this out. I think we overdid it a little bit. And that's good. I like it. And that's the ear. Maybe we overdid it a little bit with this too. We'll just push it out. And this is just a process, guys, of seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work. I'm going to push this in a little bit. Maybe just a little bit more so that it's straight. And if we see the reference image in the back, let me go back to object mode. I'm going to take that off and then I'm going to place it more or less where that ear is. I think we did it. I think we overdid it with the rotation here. I'm just going to pull it out a little bit like that. This one seems good. That one seems okay. And I think we're done. Let's turn off X-ray and check it. That looks good. I like it. Maybe it should be a little bit forward to about there. Right about a little bit forward than the middle line. I'm just going to adjust a couple things here. I think this needs to hug the face a little bit more. And there we're good. In fact, this one might. There we go. All right, guys, the ear looks good. And we're winning, guys. We're gaining on this thing. And so there's the head, the eye, the ear. Oh, by the way, if you were wondering, let me turn on X-ray again. So just in case you were wondering, guys, on this eye, we are going to use a modifier. Let's add a mirror modifier. And let's add the head as, oops, not the empty. It kind of picked the image in the background. No, we want not the empty. We want to grab the head. There we go. If you can't select it on the scene, you can select it on the outliner. And so with the ear, do the same thing. Let's add another modifier. Let's add a mirror modifier. And let's select the head. See, it won't select the head, so I'm just going to select it over here. Select the head as the origin, the center origin. So there they are. Let's turn off X-ray for a minute, see what it's looking like. Yeah, there it is, guys. It's looking good. Let's adjust our ear back a little bit. It shouldn't be that forward. Let's look at the front. I like it a little bit better. It is looking very, very good. Let's go ahead and adjust and model the mouth. Let's hide the head for a minute. Hide. We notice that the mouth is closed anyways. So what I'd like to do is go ahead and model it this way. We're not going to show the inside. We're not going to show the teeth or the tongue or the inside of the mouth. So not a big deal. Let's bring this back and let's turn on visibility. And let's go ahead and turn on X-ray. Let's go into this mouth right here. And let's start adjusting it. I am going to select all the vertices on the top side of the mouth. Make sure that I didn't get any in the back, and I did. Those are all the top ones except for this one and this one. Those are all the top ones, and I'm just going to push it down. Push them all down because I'm going to close that mouth right to there. And then I'm going to grab all the bottom ones and then push them up right to there. And then I am going to make him smile. So I'm going to grab these middle ones. I'm going to grab all the top ones again. Make sure that they are all in the front. And they are. Push them down to about there. And grab these. Oops. Grab these. And push them down a little bit further. Then grab the corner of the mouth and then push it up a little bit. Give him a little bit of a smile. Let's see what that looks like. Turn off X-ray. I like it. Maybe push these up a little bit to close the mouth just a little bit. There we go. Let's move this one, and then let's move these out. Let's move these in a little bit. Just tightening up the mouth area right to about there. It's a little smile, and that's all we need right there. That's all we need. And so we've got the nose. If we need to adjust it, we can adjust it here. Let's make it not so long. Let's pull these out just a little bit to give it a bridge, the bridge of the nose, the forehead. And I think we're done, guys. The face is done. Let's go to tab. Here we go. I think we still need to adjust a little bit here, which is this one. Let me see. I think it needs to go down, push in a little bit, and so is this one. Maybe this one too. When you are modeling a character, guys, you have to always look at every angle, see what needs adjusting, and then adjust it. There's no magic to it. It's not going to build itself. This is kind of the fun part, to be honest, is just building the character and how it's going to look. And to me, that looks good. We've got a nice little smile. Let's go hit tab, and there you see it. It's a nice little smile, not a big deal. Let's go ahead and let's build the hair. The hair is very tricky. The hair we have to build in sections. So let me hide the head here. Hide. And you can see that he's got short hair here and here, and probably in the back with a long kind of bangs on the top. I think I'm going to comb his hair and not have it so uncombed or messy. I think what I want to do is give him a haircut here, and then I'm going to give him bangs, but it's going to be a little bit more combed, okay? So what I'd like to do is take this, do a Shift D to duplicate, right click, and then let's move it to the side here. Tab, and what I'm going to do is delete most of it except for what I want as hair. This is going to be like a helmet. And so if I go to the side view, let's go to X-ray mode. Let's select all these faces and delete them. Faces. I am going to select all these faces, maybe up to here. I don't know if I want that row. Yeah, let's keep it. And then delete them. I've got a sideburn and I've got this. So far, so good. What I'd like to do is delete these four. Delete. And so I can extrude a sideburn from here. And in fact, I'm going to delete even some more. Maybe these faces. All right, cool. I've got my skull cap. In fact, let me delete these two. There we go. I'm going to bring these down. I'm going to go ahead and start modeling this hair to where I want it, with maybe this one up a little bit. So far, I like it. Let's see what it looks like on the character. That's what it would look like on the character. You notice that it's coming through the head. It's coming through the head in some areas, and that's not acceptable. So we're going to add another modifier to this skull cap, the helmet hair that we've done. And so let's go ahead and get that done. It's going to be a solidify modifier. And you can see that it gave it some thickness. Let's add a little bit more thickness. We can add it to the inside, or we can add it to the outside. And so I'd like to add it to the inside, right to there. And so what I'd like to do now is go ahead and apply this solidify modifier. Hit the little arrow and hit apply. You notice that it shrunk a little. That's okay. We are going to scale it. Hit S and then scale it to just where you see the hair go out. Just kind of like that. So we've got hair, guys, and we can leave them like this. Not a big deal. But he looks a little weird. So let's hit the tab key. And you can see that you can modify these things very easily. Let's turn on X-ray. And I'm going to grab these two. And then I'm just going to move them over here a little bit. And then grab these two and then move them over here also. And then I'm going to extrude. Go to face mode. Grab that one and extrude. I'm going to turn this off just so that I can see what's going on. In fact, I'm going to push it out a little bit and extrude. E to extrude. If you want to give them a little bit of a sideburn, move it back. Rotate it and then size it. Size it here. G to move. can see this is out of whack. So not a big deal. We just bring it back. And that's good. I like it so far. And you can, the cool thing about this, guys, is you can adjust it to your heart's content here. I'm going to grab these two and G to push them back towards the ear. Grab this one and this one, and then push them towards the ear, right about there. These two, push them towards the ear. Let's check our work. Of course, we pushed it in through the skull, so we just need to push it out. That's good. I think even more. There we go. There we go. Where it's looking good. It's looking good. I think we need to push this guy out a little bit so that it's not clipping. We need to push this guy out. We're missing the sideburn here, but what we're going to do, let's go ahead and address the fact that our sideburn over here is not where it's supposed to be. So very, very easy. Let's go to face mode and let's go to X-ray mode. Select all these faces and just delete them. Delete the faces, and we've got just one half. Go to tab, go to object mode, hit the tab, and let's apply a mirror modifier. Not a big deal. Let's get the head as a center, and let's something happened right there, and so we just need to adjust it so that it the clipping, so that they merge. And then one more thing, I'm going to apply the mirror modifier before the subdivision, so I'm just going to move this up, boom, and it gets rid of that little point, and it's looking very good. And so there it is, guys. The hair is done. If we were to leave it like that, it's not that bad. And so what I'd like to do next is the bang that's in front of his hair, this little thing. I'm going to go to X-ray mode. And I'm actually going to put just a big old cube right here and then start modeling it, just like what we did with the rest of the hair. And so let's go ahead and get that done. So I am going to do Shift A to add a cube. Let's put it up here, size it, size it to about the size that we want it. I'm going to push it this way. I'm going to make it thinner, obviously. And then I'm going to move it into place in front of the head. All right, so we've got our bangs, quote unquote. And so what I'd like to do also, hit the tab key, and let's add some subdivisions. Command R, we'll just add one for now. And then Command R, one down the middle like this, just so that we can work with it. I want to leave it like that. And then, of course, subdivision surface modifier. Boom, there it is. And make it a little bit smoother. And turn on cage like that. And so what I'd like to do is select these vertices and then just start modeling it. I'm going to put them here. I'm going to size them. And then I'm going to put them right on the head, just like this. See? Rotate. It's already taking shape. For now, I like it. I like how that started out. I'm gonna grab maybe these two, the bottom ones, and move them up like this. Grab this one, move it up. And then I gotta figure out if I need this one like this or these two like this. And I think I like this one. That way I could maybe do this. Maybe do this here. And then do this. So where I've got this top view, of course I want this to be thinner. Kind of like that. Push it back. Kind of like this. And then rotate it. Kind of like this. And again, guys, this is all off the cuff. I'm just modeling. And this is the fun part of character building. Is you're just modeling the character. Seeing where it needs work. For example, the top here. And then push it down. Push it down, push this one down. Where it needs it, push this one out to round it off. Push this one up a little bit. Maybe out. This one out. This one out. Again, off the cuff means just you're playing it by ear. You're just seeing what looks good and adjusting. I'm just going to modify this until it starts to, so that I can see that it looks good. I'm going to bring these in. Maybe this down because I see this thing here and I kind of don't like that. Maybe to there. And then I might even extrude this puppy out. Let's see what it does. I'm going to select that one and extrude it out just to see if I can go out just a little bit. Let's hit E to extrude, size, and then G, push it out like this. That presented a problem, but I like it. So let's hit number 1 for vertex mode, and then I'm push these out. I want to push these closer. There we go. And then push this down a little bit and push these up a little like that. Let's turn off X-ray and see what it's looking like. Hey, not bad. Not bad. I'm starting to like it. Let's push this one back. Let's push this one back. Let's go back and shade smooth, and not bad. Since we're going to see this character only from the front view, this is what we're going to see. And so I'm liking it. I like it a little bit better than this. Again, I'm just adjusting stuff that I'd like to see a little bit better. And I think I'm done. That's going to be good enough. Hey guys, that's going to wrap it up. We're done with the head. And it's looking really good. I really like how it's turning out. In the next video, we're going to add the glasses. And then we'll be done with this head. Hey guys, we've got some new affiliates. The links are in the description. We'll be talking about these in later videos. But for now, we're done with this head. And if you guys like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Thank you, guys.